Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Alexander, and I am the developer of astrology, where I use kinesiology, healing, and astrology all together in one synthesis, so that we can really heal on the soul level, on the spiritual level, and it's just all kinds of amazing things. You can check out more information on alexander.com. But today, in this video, I'm gonna guide us through the new moon in Aries meditation, which is really cool because this is the first new moon since the astrological new year. And new moons are an amazing time to begin new projects and also to start new ventures of any kind. So yeah, I'm going to talk about the new moon in Aries, and then I'm going to guide us through the meditation in a little bit. But I got to tell you guys, this new moon is really a time when we can become new. It's like the ultimate new moon. So Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. So it's like the baby of the zodiac, where Pisces is the last sign. We just had that last month. And so it's like initiation and all kinds of igniting of energies and really getting things off to a new start. So if you registered for the new moon access, the virtual ritual, then you can do the meditation during well, I should say there's a 48-hour window, 24 hours before the new moon and 24 hours after the new moon. And because the new moon is on Aries 5th, 2019 at 8:52 a.m. UTC. So if you're listening to this 24 hours after that or before, then you can do the meditation. Outside of that moon window, you can't do the meditation, but you can listen to the lecture because that's what this whole 29-day cycle is all about. But if the new moon window is closed, you might want to request access in the next the next new moon, or even in the full moon. It's the same deal. So anyhow, that's when the cosmic seeds are available. That's when the meditation makes sense, because that's what astrology is all about. It's about timing. It's about timing. How many times have you been in the right place at the right time, and then it all happens? If you go at the wrong place at the wrong time, or if you go to the right place at the wrong time, it just doesn't work. So anyhow, the new moon meditation really helps us to control the outcome of our intentions right from the start. And that's because everything that is going to manifest is already contained within the seed. So on the first day of that lunar cycle, during that window, we can really determine what we want, the positive energy that we can grow, and we can also control the negative aspects of the archetype in question, which is, of course, Aries, impulsive, headstrong, and just kind of like not thinking things through, being selfish, these kinds of things. We can control them. So if we want to start something new, that's great. If we have something we've been working on that needs a new, fresh wind, you can do that as well. So that 48-hour period is when we can receive all the energy and the wisdom we need to avoid interruption with manifesting our intentions. So before we begin, before we get into the lecture, let's do some energy balancing. So we're going to do what's called the thymus thump. And we can balance right and left brain to activate creativity. This is from my vessel building exercise. And basically all you do is you make a fist. Let me see. Can you guys see that? You make a fist with your hand, and then you thump 3 times right on the thymus gland, which is connected to the heart chakra. And I will do it first, and then you can do it after me. You say the mantra: I have love, faith, trust, gratitude, and courage. My life energy is high. I am in a state of love. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. That's all there is to it. That mantra is from Dr. Diamond, so please go ahead and do it yourself. Perfect. So what is this new moon really all about? So I did write an article about it. You can check it out on alexander.com, but here in this meditation, we're going deeper. So this new moon in Aries is all about getting rid of negative thoughts. So here we go. We all have negative thoughts, And sometimes you just need a detox. Sometimes you just need them to wash away. Sometimes you just need a break because they can swarm around you like flies. So this new moon is occurring in the 15th degree of Aries, which is again giving us access to the middle way. Every constellation is 30 degrees. And this new moon is occurring in the 15th degree, so we have access to the central, to be able to strengthen our immunity against negative thoughts. So I'll be talking about the new moon in Aries chart, which I have here somewhere. And this new moon in Aries falls within that area of the zodiac, which gives us a question, a very specific question, and that is, what area of my life needs a new vision and why? It's a very powerful question. So again, we just had the astrological new year, which is huge. And now we're looking at where we need to see things with new vision. Now, what does vision have to do with thoughts? Well, it's very interesting because our vision, or actually put it this way, our thoughts depend upon our vision. In other words, we can only have thoughts about our vision, what it is that we see. So our vision determines our thoughts. Our vision determines our thoughts. So if we only see, for example, a small field in front of us, we can only have thoughts about this field. We can obsess about the field. We can have negative fantasies about the field. We can get anxious about the field, nervous about the field, scared about it, worried, and just like freak the heck out, which many of us do, whatever the field is. We are held hostage by these thoughts. Of course, you can have positive thoughts too, but it's still about the field. So the smaller our vision, the more limited our thoughts. So if we're just thinking about our neighborhood, for example, or if our vision is only in our neighborhood, we'll only have thoughts about that. But if we move out from there, then we start to have more thoughts because it comes with the territory. We know this from the third astrological house for anybody who is in my astrology class. That it's the house of I think. So the thing is about thoughts is that they're not coming from our head, as most people think. Our head, which is actually ruled by Aries, and our head holds our brain, which is ruled by Mercury. They are just the receiver of the thoughts that we have. The thoughts are all around us, depending on, again, what our scope of vision is. And these are invisible energy forces that influence us. And we can see them by looking at an astrological chart, obviously. But the quality and the amount of thoughts are determined, again, by our field of vision, our etheric field of vision. So within that vision, there are two types of thoughts: positive thoughts and negative thoughts. And they are around us 24/7, 365. They're always around us. So left untrained, what happens is that negative thoughts tend to dominate, right? They tend to dominate our airwaves, and they're the most easy thoughts to be received, that we receive by our mind. If our mind's like a receiver or a radio, we pick up on the negative thoughts. This is because they're more heavy, they're heavier, they're more seductive, right? They're more seductive, they're more entertaining. They can even be addictive, negative thoughts. And always, like very often, they are very unoriginal. They are unoriginal, but they can be still kind of creative, right? Because they are seductive. So what this means is that negative thinking has a louder volume than positive thinking. And we know that where our mind is how our reality is going to render. So if we're tuned into the negative thoughts, we render that kind of reality. So negative thoughts, what is that? That includes worry and dread and being uncertain about things or being afraid or having doubt. And it's also mental attacks when people upset us and we attack them. Or these are like judgments that we make when we are jealous of people. Essentially, it's unproductive thinking. And unproductive thinking doesn't get you anywhere. And Aries wants to go somewhere. So in order to go, we need to get rid of this negative thinking. Negative thinking sucks. There's no doubt about it. Positive thoughts, okay? Well, I guess thinking and thoughts are two different things. Negative thoughts, like I wrote in the article, is like an army, right? Thoughts are like these. Positive thoughts would be like positive angels, and negative thoughts would be like demons. So positive thoughts, they are guidance. They give us insight. They bring messages. It takes a lot of training to be able to tune into having consistently positive thoughts. It requires dedication on our part as well. So it's really a matter of willpower is what it all really comes down to. What do we want to have? Negative thoughts or positive thoughts? So the truth of the matter is that the smaller our vision, again, the more limited our thoughts are. So because it can only hold so many thoughts. So it could be that, it could be that our vision will grow with the more positive thinking that we have, gratitude, appreciation, or our vision will shrink when we have negative thoughts over time. Why does this happen? It's a safety mechanism, because if we have a big vision and we're plagued with so many negative thoughts, then our vision will shrink so that we won't have as many negative thoughts, even though the ratio might still be a lot, but it won't be so many in terms of quantity. So if we've been bestowed with vision and we misuse it, is what this is really coming down to, it will be taken away. And we won't even notice it. That's the thing. We won't even notice it's gone. And that's why this new moon in Aries is asking us, what area of my life needs a new vision and why? This can be relationship. Why not? Can totally be relationship. I need new vision in my relationship. I need new vision there. I need more capacity to see what's going on there. I want to change what's going on there. I need to change the quality of my thoughts. I need new vision with my neighborhood. I need new vision with my career. Chances are where this moon is happening is where you need new vision. But of course, if you know where you need it, then start there. So in a space of new vision, right? When we then have that new vision, we can allow positive thoughts to really pour in. In fact, we need it. We need to will it. So I want those positive thoughts to pour in. I want the angels to come in. Otherwise, those heavy thoughts, those demonic energies of paranoia, craziness, they will start to take over into that new vision. And then we can have a vision, and then we're going to have a million worries about it and a million doubts about it, and then it's just going to stay a vision. And then the ego has won. So that's what this is really about. Aries is the warrior. It's about fighting against those demons and fighting with those angels, fighting against those negative thoughts by not feeding them, by choosing to align with the positive thoughts. That's what Aries does. This very specific to Aries, the Aries decan, of the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands. This is the power of magnetism, ruled by the Three of Wands. Right here. This is an archetype of putting events into action, where we have the boldness and the confidence and the power to dominate our thoughts and command them to be positive and to fill our vision with the energy to get it done, the appreciation, the gratitude. Aries is all about initiation and getting things moving. That warrior energy. And initiation is a crucial time for anything, because that's where the quantum level is. That's where we need to have those positive thoughts. There's no room, there's no time for negative thinking when the energy is so high. That's what's going on here. Negative thinking stops our plans. Negative thinking stops our plans. And in this new moon in Aries, 15 degrees Aries, we receive that seed level energy. We need to get the big picture and obtain new vision. Because new vision can bring new energy, and it can bring new opportunities to those areas where we need it. So it's about getting out of this stale old vision and really seeing it new. And if we don't see things, how are we going to be able to do anything about it? It's like you go to a doctor. He doesn't know what to look for, or he doesn't see anything. How can you do anything about it? Or if you don't have the right tools to be able to see what's going on, how can you do anything about it? So you're not looking for problems, you're just opening up to new vision. That's what this is about, to these positive thoughts. And yeah, with new vision comes risk, but the payoff is higher. So it's really time to become new in all ways. And we do that by gaining the power of this new moon in Aries of confidence and bravery. And we can get it through this meditation, which I'm about to guide us through. Again, that payoff is going to be great. And when we command reality to really be something positive. There's no way that we can go wrong. No way whatsoever. So all we need to do is remember to turn down the ego and turn up our spirit, because once we really train ourselves to do that, we command reality to be manifesting in a very positive way. So let's have a look here now of how the cycle is going for each of the signs. I want to show you guys the chart. Just a minute. Okay, this is the chart of the new moon in Aries. So Aries, because this is your new moon, it's really a time to become new in all ways. There's a spiritual connection, and belief in positivity will get you what you really want. But you have to 100% believe it. Use the energy to pioneer into new realities. Taurus, this new moon cycle has you focused on career, and it's connecting with different people. So something advanced and innovative might present itself in your life. Go slow with it and really think it through. You're a bit isolated this cycle, so don't surround yourself with negative thoughts. Gemini, you have lots of energy and ideas attracting wealth. It's really important that you're releasing doubts throughout this cycle. There's a lot of positive energy with reaping projects and investments that haven't really shown any kind of fruition. They're going to start to show themselves now. Cancer, you're working on your self-worth and also money and different kinds of possessions. Maybe you're kind of shedding off some things as well. The moon is new, so you're very sensitive to this. You're starting a new journey of, finding these new things and really getting to where you need to go. Leo, you're working on your desire nature. You're also very much connected with home and family, but you also want to network. So your values, what you have at home, you can take them out into the world and share them with others. Virgo, you're having fun this month, and throughout this lunar cycle, and you're allowing yourself to really kind of let loose and allow things to just find their own place. You're not so stressed out on these negative thinkings, although you are ruled by Mercury. So just be careful that you're not picking up other thoughts from people around you. Libra, you can maybe have some negative thoughts about work or about not lightening up enough this month. So really stay connected with your artistic side, and maybe use colors and find a good sense of experiences. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. Find a good sense of artistic experiences so that you can really have a good outlet for all this lightness that you have within you that's not so on the surface at this point. Scorpio, you're really focused on work throughout this lunar cycle, and so you don't want to have any negative thoughts about expansion because it's just going to make a contraction. Really just give yourself the opportunity to expand and to grow and do the work that's required to do it. This is going to be great. Sagittarius, you have to eliminate negative thinking with negative thoughts in relationships. So don't look for what's wrong in a relationship or what you did wrong in a relationship. Just allow yourself to be yourself and have an open heart. Capricorn, you have a lot of responsibility throughout this lunar cycle. Just try not to be too caught up in the details because it's going to give you more ammo for looking into, attracting negative thoughts. Really find that new vision within yourself as you're releasing some things that are stressing you out. And Aquarius, let's see here. Aquarius, you're focused on career throughout this lunar cycle, but also networking with people and having like a strong sense of balance between networking and doing the work that's required throughout the month. And you want to have some stability and a routine. That way you'll be focused and the negative thoughts can't catch you, because when you're focused, the negative thoughts can't enter. So really give yourself some kind of routine. And finally, Pisces, this is a very strong also lunar cycle for career and artistic expression, and really becoming your authority with these themes, and really just saying, no, I need to confront these negative thoughts, and I'm not going to let them drag me down, and I'm not going to give them energy either. You can find the new vision. It's going to open up new creative outlets, and it's going to open up new ideas. So really, negative thoughts, push them away. They are demons. Attract the positive angels, and they're going to help you along the way. So that's basically the quick rundown for the lunar cycle. Now, for each of the signs, now I want to get into the meditation, and this is where we're going to establish our intention, focus on the archetype that rules this new moon, which is the Three of Wands, and then we're going to send our intention to the house where it's ruling, where it's occurring in our astrological chart. So we do this in 3 steps with using the Moon Meditation Workbook, the Astrology Moon Meditation Workbook. And again, you guys, intentions need to be set on a schedule. When we are ruled by time, we need to use time. So we can randomly shoot in the dark, but it's not going to get us anywhere. If we want to be really successful, we need to show up on time. We need to use these windows of time. So again, if you don't know where this moon is occurring, you can order a moon meditation workbook with me, and I always indicate where it's occurring, and then I always write, if you get it personalized, I will indicate where it's occurring, and then I will also write what this chart is, like just a few tips about what this chart is for you, because it's personal to everybody, obviously. And then it's like having a good, strong sense of building upon that as well. And also, this is a good time to, if you want, you can pause the video and look back at the new moon that we had most recently and see how things have been going since then. You can also look at the full moon as well. So anyhow, the timing is really important because it's not as effective if you don't know which house it's occurring in. The energy will know where to go, but it empowers us when we know what area we're working with, okay? So anyhow, let's get into the steps. There are 3 different steps. So open up to the new moon, 15 degrees Aries. Right there, okay? And so step 1, you're gonna identify your intention. So write down, what is the intention of this new moon? Or you're going to boost an ongoing thing that you're working with. It can also be connected to what I just spoke about, okay? And then step 2, you're going to circle which house the new moon is occurring in for you. And this is going to be where you're going to send your intention after the meditation. So we send the intention to this house because it's an area where this is illuminated for you. So if you want more information, check the general house meanings in the book, okay? Or you can book a consultation with me if you need more help with this. And then on step 3, you're going to focus on the deacon image, okay? So that's the 3 of Wands, of the new moon, within the context of your intention. So be open to any insights that are going to come through, messages, all that seed level energy, and then meditate to send your intention to that house where the new moon is occurring for you, because this is giving us all the energy we need for this lunar cycle until we get into the full moon, where we then melt down the obstacles. So in the new moon, we program the intentions, and in the full moon, we melt down, we remove, we debug the obstacles that have arisen since then. So this is how we can manifest things, okay? So you pause the video and then take some time to do that, and then when you're ready, you can restart the video, and then I will guide us through the meditation. Okay. So here's take a look at that. And I ask you to please close your eyes and see the card in front of your inner eye and blow it up to life size. You find a glass door between you and the card. Open the glass door and step into the card. And now introduce yourself. And now ask for the seed of the new moon. Now receive the seed level energy for your intention. Now ask for any message that the environment wants to give you. Now ask, what area of my life needs a new vision? Why? Now say goodbye. Step out of the card with the seed in your hand. and close the glass door behind you. Shrink the card back down to its original size. And now plant the seed in the astrological house where this new moon is occurring for you. Open your eyes and then pause this video to write down your experience. Okay, I hope you guys had all a wonderful new moon in Aries meditation. It's a very powerful one, and I thank you very much. It's quite an honor for me to be able to do this. And I hope you are taking care of your intentions throughout the cycle. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. So consider subscribing for more videos like this. And most importantly, you can register for the access of this meditation to do it in the timely manner. So thank you very much for your trust. And thank you for being the one who makes a difference by using Dash Astrology. Okay, you guys, happy new moon. See you next time. Bye-bye.